the biggest thing I want to talk about in this clip is how many are showing up and for the first time to vote, and they're openly expressing that. They're openly talking about that. They're not afraid to talk about that. And I wanted to do this video because of the Amish that reached out in the last 2 weeks. The last one was yesterday, and they were talking about how they have always watched the news. So when you ask them, like, hey, how do you watch the news? You don't have electricity. You don't have a television. They always talk about how they have taxi drivers. They watch television at their house. The English neighbors, they watch television at their house, which makes sense because me and my dad, we were doing construction for English, outside people. We always call them English. And when we would take our lunch break to eat, we would always go watch television inside their house if they were okay with that. And they stay on top of the news. And this Amish fellow yesterday was talking about how they're getting more and more political. They're recruiting Amish to vote. They're allowing them to vote with their 4-digit exemption, that the Amish use. That ties them to the government. That's what verifies the group. Each group has their own identity with that exemption code. It's 4 digits. And then there's also a lot of Amish that have social security numbers, actual social security numbers, part of the system, which makes it even easier for them to vote. But a lot of people have asked, like, how do the Amish vote if they don't have social security numbers? Well, they don't necessarily have to have. This Amish fella here, he had a sense of humor. The one that reached out yesterday was telling me how they're able to vote just like the illegals. Get involved. Because this Amish guy got me fired up, and I'm starting to get involved. They're standing up for what's right. They're standing up for who they want. And I was very encouraged by that. It encouraged me to get more involved and start voting. And when he talked about how they are looking right through the mainstream media and how it's just propaganda. They're feeding the people stuff that they want you to turn against Trump. And they want to turn people against him to the point where they will make up whatever. And now all of the Supreme Court and all these, it's all being thrown out. All these false accusations are being thrown out. And they're not stupid. Amish people are not stupid. There's people out here in the English world that are more deceived by the propaganda and the media and the mainstream media than the Amish themselves. They are smart enough to see right through it. And they're not part of the agenda. They see it and they expose it and they're speaking out against it. He said they even had an English driver that no longer wanted to drive for them when they made it known they're going to vote for Trump. I'm like, well, that shows you the problem we have. You don't have a problem with them. You don't ridicule them because they're voting Democrats. So why should he just no longer do business with you because you like Trump? I mean, that's just, see, politics and Democrat, Republican are so divided, it causes division. It causes anger. It just causes crimes. People are so angry they're willing to take action. 20 years ago, you didn't have that. So the Amish notice that. They see what it's causing, and they know there's a reason for it. And that's why they're rising up, and they're going to roar. They're going to shake the gates of hell in America. Here comes the Amish. There's 250,000 of them in America. They're ready to vote, man. Go.